Coach Corey from LiberatedPerformer, and welcome to the video on how to warm up properly. Now, depending on your art form, you will have a different type of warm-up. So, in this video, we will cover 4 principles that can help influence and individualize and customize your warm-up routine. The first principle is the one that is most forgotten, and that is to warm up your mind. Now, warming up your mind is all about getting into performance mode. Now, performance mode is where you are highly focused on the task that's coming up. The second is that you feel confident, right? Nobody pays to see somebody passively go up on stage and kind of half commit to their artistic intention. No, you need to be confident in what you're presenting, and that's part of being in performance mode. The third is to have your brain sharp and active. Now, what I mean by that is, well, you're not watching a movie or a TV show. No, you are on stage engaging in creation. You're creating art, you're creating phrases, you're creating timings, you are creating your art form, and that is a beautiful thing. And to be in that mode is a very powerful aspect of performing. So your brain needs to be sharp and active. Lastly, you need to be ready for anything. Similar to distractions, if a baby starts crying, a cell phone goes off, or if you make a mistake or another performer on stage makes a mistake and throws a whole group off, well, you need to be ready for anything. So all of these aspects contribute to what we call getting into performance mode. The second principle is to warm up your body. Now there's 2 ways to do this. The first one is to warm up your gross motor skills, which means any large movements with your arms or legs. And what I like to do, since I'm a violinist, is I like to get the blood flowing in my body, especially in my arms and hands. The second way to warm up your body is to warm up the fine motor skills. Now, these are the intricate movements, and an example of this is, since I'm a violinist, I'm going to be moving my third finger just ever so slightly so I can hit the next half step. Now, you're probably already warming up your fine motor skills, especially if you're an instrumentalist, because you use a lot of fine motor skills. So, how can we get more specific? Well, let's first warm up the third principle, technique. Now, technique, for me, I like to warm up the basics. Okay, so I have different articulations I warm up my intonation and my ear, I warm up different tempos of playing through the repertoire, and I also warm up different tone qualities. So, with your art form, what are the basics you need to warm up that day? Also, with warming up technique, I like to target the technical obstacles I have in the repertoire. For example, I don't want the first time I play through a difficult technical passage to be on stage. No, I want to rehearse it backstage so at least I increase the chance of success when I actually go on stage. So, what difficult technical parts do you need to warm up? The fourth principle is to warm up your artistic ideas. Now, your artistic ideas can be warming up your phrasings or warming up your timings, etc. Now, you can do this by using mental practice. And mental practice is all about rehearsing your performance in your head. Now, if you're unfamiliar with mental practice or you want to know the in-depth and different angles of using mental practice, check out the video in the link below. Also, you can physically warm up your artistic ideas. For example, I'm playing my violin and I'm practicing the phrasings, or I'm focusing on the timings. I'm really getting the musical parts warmed up. Lastly, I want to create the synergy between technique and artistic ideas. So if my artistic idea has a figure that goes bum, 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 then I'm going to ask, how can I technically translate that artistic idea? Okay, it's going to be a fast bow, maybe close to the bridge, decent bow weight, and quick speed. Okay, ready? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, great. I'm forming the synergy between artistic ideas and the technique. So those are the 4 basic principles of warming up. Warm up your mind, your body, your technique, and your artistic ideas. Now, there's a couple takeaways here. First of all, you're going to need a pre-performance routine. And with this video, you already have a pretty strong structure of a pre-performance routine. Also, if you want to go in depth and learn about the different levels of pre-performance routines, check out the video in the link below as well. Second, you are going to need to have time to warm up. Now, I know you won't always have a lot of time to warm up, sometimes no time to warm up, but if you are afforded that luxury of time, make sure to use it wisely. Third, just like the power of a focused practice session, a focused warm-up session is also very powerful, especially in creating the best performance that day. Lastly, there's a lot to warm up as we just talked about, but you need to know how to monitor your energy use. Now, the worst thing is, of course, if you warm up and then you get to a really good performance state and then you use all that great energy in the warm-up room and get out on stage and are actually tired. All right, so we don't want that to happen, so you need to monitor your energy use as you warm up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. If you have any questions, please comment below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates and visit LiberatedPerformer.com if you want to learn more about how to be a great performer.